When your dog takes your spot, it's trying to tell you something. Maybe you just got up to grab a glass of water. But when you come back, the seat you were sitting in has already been taken by your quiet little friend. Have you ever wondered why that exact spot? And why does your dog immediately curl up there every time you leave? This isn't just a random behavior. It's a message. In a quiet, gentle, yet deeply powerful way, your dog is trying to tell you something profound. You may have never realized it, but after watching this video, you'll never see that act the same way again. I'm going to share with you 10 reasons behind this seemingly sweet behavior. Some will surprise you, and some will make you want to wrap your arms around your beloved pet right away. And if you truly love dogs, don't miss reason number 5. It's an emotional one that most of us never realize. You know, there are moments when your dog sits in your spot, and it's not just looking for a comfy place to rest. It's actually showing love. Deep, unconditional love. Dogs don't say, "I love you," with words. They show it through actions. And sitting exactly where you just were is their gentle way of saying, "I miss you. I want to be where you are." It might seem small to you, but in a dog's emotional world, it's a silent hug. Many dogs do this as a way to create an invisible security blanket, the only thing that brings them comfort when you're not there. Your scent, your warmth, even the shape of the place where you sat, all of it becomes a tiny little nest they curl into to ease their longing. Especially for sensitive dogs or those who've experienced loneliness, that seat becomes their emotional anchor. And if you watch closely, they don't just lie down. They nestle in. They breathe gently, as if trying to soak in the last traces of your presence. But it's not always about emotion. Sometimes, this behavior comes from the instincts of a little gatekeeper. In the canine world, protection is a core instinct that drives many of their actions. When they sit in your spot, they're not just staying warm, they're holding down the fort. Silently, they're saying, "Don't worry, I've got this." That behavior is deeply touching, because love doesn't always speak. Sometimes, it just shows up exactly where it's needed. Still, for some dogs, this act can carry a stronger message. It's when they're testing boundaries, not to defy you, but to ask, "Where do I stand in this pack?" Because in a dog's mind, you are the leader, or at least you should be. When leadership is unclear, some dogs will claim your seat as a reminder. "If no one's leading, I will." And the great thing is, this can be completely corrected with a few consistent habits and clear guidance from you. As long as you stay steady and love in the right way, your dog will happily return to being its true self, a loyal, sensitive, and incredibly intuitive companion. And that intuition shows most clearly when it chooses to sit exactly where you sat, as a way to connect, to protect, and to wrap its longing into every breath. Have you ever wondered, can it feel my sadness? The truth is, yes. Dogs are deeply attuned to emotional energy. They sense when you're tired, when you're down, or when you've had a rough day. And sometimes, they sit where you sat just to say, "I'm here. Don't be sad." Sometimes, that simple act is your dog's way of calming the storm of feelings it feels when you're gone. For some dogs, every time you leave the room feels like a little goodbye. Your seat, that familiar spot on the sofa, becomes the one place that helps them feel like you're still close. Your lingering scent, the fading warmth. That's how they hold you, in their mind. It's a small gesture, but it carries deep meaning, especially for dogs who've felt abandonment or separation in the past. And then there are some who sit in your spot simply because it's so very you. In a dog's eyes, your behavior is the map they use to understand their world. Where you sit, how you move, how you rest when tired. It's all silently recorded. So when you choose a spot, they instinctively know, this must be a good place. This behavior isn't about taking over. It's a respectful form of bonding. They mimic to feel close, to be more like you, to say, I'm part of this world, with you. Love often shows up in instinctive ways, like claiming a spot filled with familiar traces. Many dogs, especially those in changing environments or who've welcomed new pets into the home, will sit in your seat as a gentle declaration, this is my person. It's not about control. It's about reminding themselves of a deep connection. It's not just a chair. It's where you once sat, where you laughed, sighed. And for dogs, every emotional moment is stored in their scent memory, something we humans can't even imagine in its full detail. Some dogs even take your spot not because of you, but to erase the scent of someone else. Maybe a guest just left, or another pet sat there. Something feels off to them. So they quietly walk over, lie down, and let their scent and yours take over. It's a deeply instinctual yet emotional gesture, like a child whispering, but this is my mom's seat. And sometimes the reason is surprisingly human. The last time they sat there, you smiled, petted them, or even gave them a treat. So now, in your dog's mind, a connection forms. Sitting here, something good happens. Dogs learn fast through the results of their actions. And when they find something that gets your attention, they'll do it again. Not out of selfishness, but to connect, to be seen. Every glance, every smile you give them while they're lying there is a reward no toy or treat could ever replace. So next time you come back and see your dog lying quietly in your spot, don't be too quick to shoo them away or think it's mischief. Sit down next to them, place your hand gently on their head, and say, thank you. Because even when you're not there, they're finding ways to stay as close to you as they can. If this video helps you see your dog with more tenderness and understanding, then that's exactly why I made it. And if you found these insights helpful, make sure to subscribe for more heartfelt and thoughtful looks into the behavior of dogs. Those loyal, sensitive, and quietly strong souls. Have you ever had your seat sweetly stolen like that? Tell me in the comments below, because that one small act might be the very reason you fall in love with your dog all over again.